Welcome to the Cat and Moose podcast. I'm Cat.
And I'm Moose. This is a true life podcast where we explore the quirks of being human. Hey, Cat.
Hey, Moose.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi.
How is everyone today?
I'm just happy to be alive.
I am. Why? Did something happen?
Just life.
Oh.
I'm just happy to be living it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a video to show you guys to start off the podcast.
Okay.
Can you pull up the first one on my list,
I
Sarah?
think videos on a podcast are amazing.
I do too. No, trust me.
Well, we're a video cast now.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
we're a video cast.
Yeah, I know.
Subscribe on YouTube.
Subscribe, like, and
Pretend.
even if we die and leave you messages about our deaths, continue to subscribe. Like,
we'll give you
and
context for that. Don't worry, guys. We're not
God, I
done.
hope so.
Mercy. So this is like the thing that's happening on the grams, on the TikToks and the grams.
Oh, okay.
And so I wanted to see if you had seen any version of
Well,
this.
you know I haven't.
I know. So I need your you're gonna clean up me and post because I'm not as bright as you guys are.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You heard it right here.
Post it up.
She's not as bright, y'all.
Okay. All right, give it to Kat. Okay.
You're going to want to savor every last drop of your Spring Garden Bakery specialty latte. We have tons of...
Here's that s'mores latte. You're welcome.
Hey.
Oh!
Here's that s'mores latte.
Her finger is
You're
in the cup.
welcome.
Hey.
And now it's in the customer's mouth.
That's not real. That's not like that. Somebody staged that.
So I know not everyone could see the video, but who is the video by, Sarah? Do you mind telling us so we can give them credit where credit is due?
Yes. This is Spring Garden Bakery.
Where are they based?
I don't know.
Can you do some research? So the screen. Okay, so you've seen it.
Yes.
Have you seen it before?
I
this
just
thing?
now saw it for the first time.
So
Yeah,
all
me
these
too.
coffee shops, their Instagram and TikTok is they hand you the coffee cup with their finger in it, and the whole time you're thinking like, why is your finger in this?
Right.
And then the customer licks it off of the barista's finger.
But is that real?
No, but
Okay.
it's so shocking.
It is.
that it makes you pay attention.
Yeah, no, it definitely made me pay attention, and I the thing that immediately crossed my mind was, wow, how far we've come since the beginning of COVID.
Me too.
You know,
I
it's
don't
like
see
now we're sucking on strangers' fingers.
Yeah.
Like that's weird.
Hold on. Your video went away.
Okay, so my question to you about the lady that licked the fingers.
Yes.
If you had to choose, would you rather be the licker of the fingers or have your finger licked?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah, I asked myself that. If I had to be in this scenario, what would I choose?
Thank you for the repositioning.
I
Frank.
literally think you just need to move it this way, Sarah, on hers. Yep. There, that's perfect.
So would I want to be the licker or the lickee?
Yes, that really is the
It's
question.
really hard for me as a Scorpio too, because I find both of those actions extremely like turn on-ish.
What?
Yeah. Like,
having your finger licked?
oh my God. I think that's so sexy.
Oh my gosh. If I could make the face that's on the Scream mask, I would.
Really?
You want someone to lick your fingers.
I didn't say that.
I mean, you know what's great is usually within 25 minutes, this kind of thing comes up and you think, well, people aren't really listening to the whole podcast. But right from the start, we're talking about this.
yes.
Okay. So if you just tuned in, we're talking about a video. Fingers have been licked at the coffee thing. They put their fingers
Yes.
in the coffee and then the patron gets licked.
Yes, and it has accomplished virality.
Okay.
So everybody's doing it. All the coffee shops are posting videos about people sucking the barista's fingers.
I have never seen this
well,
before
no, me
until
either.
today.
I'm just going from what you told me.
Guys, I know what's out there.
We are a news source
Yes.
for the world.
I mean, yes, I
Thank
have
God
the
it's not
finger
real
on the
time.
pulse of the social media
Yes.
severe.
Yes, you always do.
You sure do.
Okay, so let's put that on the back burner.
But no one's answered the question.
I only asked you.
But then you said you asked yourself.
Well, I don't want either. I got to be honest. Do I want to be the barista who... That is gross to have someone lick my finger, but I do not want to put my lips on someone else's finger.
Right. Yeah. It's
disgusting.
a conundrum. It's a conundrum. I see.
Can I just put my finger in the drink?
Right. And then suck your own finger?
No, I'll wash it.
Okay, so do you, Kat, want to be the lickee or the licker in the barista scenario?
I guess I would want to be the barista.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But I
She
don't
wants
need
to
to
receive,
ever do
people.
that.
Is that because you don't like coffee, or is that because you want your finger to be licked?
So here's the way that the question was phrased. It was phrased, would you like to be the licker or the lickee? And so I said, I would like to be the lickee. And you said, why? Because you don't like coffee?
No, because you would have to lick the coffee off of the finger, and I know you don't like coffee. If you were the licker.
But I'm saying I would rather be the lickee. I would rather be
I know.
the barista.
It's part of the reason because you don't like coffee.
If you say it louder this time, maybe I'll understand.
And slower. And slower.
If you...
So it has nothing to do with coffee. You just want your
Nothing.
finger licked.
No, I didn't say that.
By association, I mean, it implies you do.
It does. So, she always gets mad at me if I don't do like improv. If I just shut down the question, and if I got super cat technical, like annoys the shit out of people.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
all people.
Yeah.
This went from our relationship
to all of the world.
all of the
Yeah.
world. Everyone stop shutting Cat down.
Yeah.
Poor cat.
Stop being so technical, Cat.
Okay, God.
Speaking of getting wording wrong and not understanding people and slowing down, I actually had a situation recently where I was on a flight and the stewardess was speaking to me, and it was in a language that it was harder for me to understand her. I'll say that. And
Hang on, was she speaking English that was just broken, or
No.
was it a different language?
it was broken English is the best way to say it. But this is a completely white girl problem. I have a hard time understanding certain accents.
Okay.
And I'm embarrassed by it, but I'm just being honest. Anyway,
Do you think only white women have a hard time understanding other accents?
I think I have shame about a very specific accent is hard for me, even when they are speaking in English, to understand.
Got ya. Okay.
So I have a little bit of shame about that. I'm admitting that.
Yeah.
But so what she was saying to me...
Can't wait to hear what you're going to say. The build-up is so good.
know.
Like
I
you've
hope
already
it's
taken your
good.
clothes off for everybody.
Yeah,
so now
we're
what do you
ready.
got?
I'm vulnerable.
Turn the camera on.
And naked. And what she said to me is, what is your final destination?
Okay.
That's what she said to
Okay.
me. And all I could hear is, are you menstruating?
Oh my God.
And it went back and forth. So can you say in a normal accent, but I'll just tell you what she probably heard from me. Okay, so you say,
Are you menstruating?
no. You say, what is your final destination? And I will do my
Okay, I'm
reaction.
sorry, I
Yeah,
cracked
you're a
myself
flight
up.
attendant.
Yes, I'm a flight attendant. Let me put on my best flight attendant.
Okay.
What is your final destination?
Excuse me?
Your final destination?
No.
Where are you? Where are you going?
No, I'm not. Because
What?
I thought she was saying over and over, are you menstruating? Are you menstruating? And I knew that couldn't be it, but I kept saying, I'm sorry. I kept touching my chest. I'm so sorry. Like, I knew it was
You
my
never
fault.
apologized to me in this little.
And she-
Yeah, that's true.
and
You
she-
never apologize.
I kept saying I'm sorry.
Yes.
Not to me, you didn't.
And then she finally just pointed. She finally just went, get out of here is what she's in my mind. She said to me was get out of here.
And did you feel like she was saying go to the bathroom?
No, I think her next step after she found out what my final destination was.
How did she find out?
Well, I gave her my ID because I didn't know what else to do. I was like, what am I going to do?
I've lived here at some point. Please send me back.
I thought she could look up my name.
Yeah.
I mean, again, stupid American over here. Can't understand. I really was so embarrassed. But I just thought she kept yelling, "Are you menstruating?" And I was like, what am I going to do? Open my bag and be like, no tampons.
Right.
Yeah.
I had a version not nearly as good as that, but at Taco Bell the other day.
Of course. That's what I was thinking you were going to say.
And I was ordering a bean and cheese burrito with no onions is what I like.
I call it the slot burrito.
Okay.
I just know that it's a bean and cheese burrito with no onions. On the menu, however, it says bean burrito. So I order the bean and cheese burrito with no onions, and she cannot understand what I'm saying. So I just continue to say it the same, but louder.
Exactly what I did to Kat.
Right.
Bean and cheese. No. Bean and cheese burrito with no onions. This girl is American. Like, there's anything about it. I just thought, I guess if I say it louder and more enunciated, we'll get there.
So how did all this play out?
She finally figured out what I was asking for and just put it on there and was like, okay, is there anything else you need?
Oh, she didn't. She might have spit in it.
And then we sat in line for like 15 minutes.
Ugh.
It was weird. I think another drug related situation was going on up in front of us. Remember that?
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
That time you
it
had
was
the crack
weird.
pipe in your rental car.
The car
Lord.
just sat in front of us at the window. They just talked. They had like a date. And then he passed her a brown bag.
No, she passed him a big sack full of food. And I saw on the menu that it was, when he ordered, it was like cheese roll up and like some cinnamon sticks.
Oh,
And then
Hey guys, if you haven't listened to the Cat Moose podcast,
please don't start now.
listen, we got some shit.
Get any better.
We got the tea
Yeah.
down on the Nolansville.
guys, this is called an integrated ad. Taco Bell is one of our sponsors,
Yes,
so
we love
Sarah
that.
had to
Yes.
find a way to really
Yes.
fit it into her
I'm
life.
going to bring up Dexcom later.
Oh.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Oh, stick
Forgot what
around
that
for
is.
that, guys.
Everybody can't wait.
That's what you call a teaser. Oh, if you don't know what Dexcom is, just wait. Just wait.
There are millions of people with juvenile diabetes out there who love our podcast and who love Dexcom. Where are my people?
Where is your core audience? Like, how would you describe them? People with type 1 diabetes, mainly. Oh, and type 2, we like those too.
Yeah.
All
We
are
don't
welcome.
discriminate. We
We're
don't
pretty
discriminate.
sure everyone's pre-diabetic, so
Right.
please
Correct.
come on over.
We all fall
Especially-
into the category.
Right.
And eating at Taco Bell, I'm not sure why.
Well, if you're just getting your drugs there, it shouldn't affect your nutrition.
I don't think that was extra food from Taco Bell in that bag.
I think that's what she's saying.
It was
is that
cash?
It couldn't have been.
Wow.
It was something.
Yeah, this is a revolutionary podcast.
Listen, I got my bean and cheese burrito with no onions, and it was delicious.
I'm so glad.
That's just fantastic.
On that same flight situation, I got upgraded to for
We are doing good. This is good.
They were also a stroke awareness podcast.
If you think you're having one, you
You
are.
might be.
Yeah, all those. Once you have the big one, wait. No, the big one, it doesn't kill you, but it takes a while to come back from. But once you have the big one, they tell you, oh, looks like you've had 17 others, but they don't really see it until you've had the big one. So anyway,
Yeah, we're gonna have to edit that out.
why? My
Oh,
mom died of a stroke. It's fine. You can do that, can't you?
Thank you.
Yes.
We just needed the context, and
Okay,
that's all
my
I was
mom-
going to ask
This
for.
is
Great.
my story, guys.
Just give us like a 90-second version.
Of
Go.
my mom. I know. It's all sad. What was I talking about? Oh, I was in first class. I got upgraded to first class. And
I'm having so much fun.
me too. And I had never been upgraded to those. I know you've done this. Those new seats that lay down.
Oh, yeah.
I've
Were
never
you traveling internationally?
No, I was literally going from Chicago to DC.
Okay. That's a short flight.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But somehow we got on that.
Here, go to bed.
I know. And I did. Oh,
Really?
Hell yeah.
I acted like I
would've.
owned that place. I was like, I'm going to act like this was a $6,000 international
Yep.
flight.
Yeah.
The guy,
Order bottles of wine.
You can't finish it, but by
No.
God, I'm going to get it.
It's a 2-hour flight. And I just, put my feet up. I didn't like drink, but I just
You should have.
put my feet up.
I think that's wonderful. When I went to Australia back in 2015,
Yes.
that was 10 years ago now.
Oh, wow.
We got mysteriously upgraded to like business class, and I still to this day have theories about how that happened. And I sat in my seat that did all the reclining things next to the other woman that was on the trip with us. There were a couple of women with us, but kind of the
They let women go out of the
could you believe it? Without a visa?
Oh my God.
2 women
Yes,
were with you?
to a socialized country.
Whoa.
Okay, so anyway, they gave free wine.
Of
And I
course
was
they
like,
did.
well, of course I'm gonna be on this flight for 900
Yeah,
hours.
all the way
Like,
there. All the way there.
Yeah. And so I drank so much wine that I fell asleep. I fell asleep in the recliner thing. And as I slowly got more comfortable laying down, my wine glass was full and I just went like this and I poured it all over the poor girl.
Stop!
I poured it, and she's like, I've never had a drink in my life, so she's like soaked in red wine for like the next 18 hours.
It was red wine.
It was red
God.
wine. I felt like such an asshole.
Oh my
That's
God. That
amazing.
was probably a core memory for her.
Oh, if it was for me, then it had to have been
I
for
Do you
her.
guys
Love-
still talk?
Oh, no.
Oh.
No. And I don't know if it was, I think that helped us not talk.
Oh,
I'm
did
sure
you
it
want
did.
that to happen?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. So, sweaters, clothes, things you wear on a plane.
Yeah.
Have you seen, I actually did look at the internet today. Have you seen the controversy over the Target sweatshirt?
No.
Haven't.
What is it? I love a controversy.
Okay, it's a good controversy. So, Target is selling a Christmas sweatshirt that is green with red letters, and it says OCD. And then underneath those letters, it says Obsessive Christmas Disorder. It's a Christmas sweatshirt.
Okay.
Wait, is it a sweater or a sweatshirt?
It's a sweatshirt.
Okay. And why people? Oh, did we take the Christ out of OCD?
If you have the mind of Christ, you don't have OCD.
Right. A three-strand cord.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Sarah. That was so well timed. She brought up your band.
Yeah.
Your college band.
Great.
So someone was very upset about this, basically saying like, this is making fun of something that is a genuine mental health issue. And I'm not okay. I'm offended
I
by
see
it.
now. Okay.
It's like, hey, my kid has OCD, and so don't make fun of OCD. And it's like, well,
I think it's a great sweatshirt for
I think
him.
it's a great right? Right? Like just put a sign on your chest that says I'm OCD. That will help the child. Anyway, and so then the article went on to say that Target said, get over it.
I mean, come on. No one from Target saying get over it.
So I read the whole article because I'm like, really? Did someone from Target say that? Because I view Target as like a classier Walmart.
Yeah.
It's like Target's like kind of the high end of the, get everything in one store places.
Yeah.
And so what the Target spokesperson said is, we apologize for anyone who has been offended by our choices to carry this sweatshirt, and we do not have any plans to discontinue carrying it.
Yeah, get over
That's
it.
what she said. But
Right.
like what it said in the headline was like, Target says get over it. And I
It's
just thought
so
that was
dramatic.
so dramatic. And
It
I was
is.
curious, like, do you have a problem with this?
Let me hold it up a little bit so we can see on the camera.
Oh, come towards me. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Look at that.
Why does it say ding dong on your?
Notice it's written in different ink than all of
this way.
my Sharpie ink.
Yeah.
It's because I laid this on your kitchen counter and God bless myself. I walked away from it for a moment and then I came back and I was like, oh, we're going to talk about ding dongs today. So like what are ding dongs?
You can't leave stuff out and have me not mess with it.
Yeah.
Okay, that is not offensive. I also don't think it's very interesting.
That's
Again,
the news,
if you're
folks.
tuning in for the first time, it doesn't get better.
Not that you brought it up. That is interesting. I just mean like it's not even a good sweatshirt. Like you know what I mean? Like somebody didn't try very hard there.
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
Yeah, like
what is obsessive Christmas disorder?
I don't
You like to
know.
decorate?
I think people who start listening to Christmas music like in June or something.
Yeah. We have some friends.
Yeah.
Who do
We
that.
know, as you would say, who you are.
You know who you are.
Interesting. Well, Target. Wasn't Target the one that got rid of all the Pride stuff because people were mad?
Oh, really? I don't know about that.
I think so.
I don't know about that.
If they weren't, sorry, Target.
That was
Sorry,
so
Target.
Walmart. That was Walmart in the South.
Oh my God. I don't feel like talking about the panic attack.
I signed up for another class.
You did?
Yes. Are you going to school this month?
I suppose I just panicked. What do you mean?
To study to be a counselor?
Oh, I don't know if I'm in yet. If I've been selected.
Don't you think they would have told you by now?
No, it starts in January. I missed the deadline for fall. So if I started, I would start in January.
Okay. My new class is going to start in the new year as well. It starts in February, and I think it is the integrative teacher training protocol.
Really?
Yes, I'm going to study to be a teacher of the modality that I practice.
I think that is so wonderful.
Perfect.
Yeah?
It's so you.
Thanks. It'll take me a long time to get through it.
That's okay. We've got a lot of time.
How long is a long time?
Well, I mean, the whole thing will be about just under a year.
That's not long.
And then I've also got to do, I think there are some papers that are required. I think there's like a practical test type thing required. But I'm going to knock it out.
A year
totally are.
is so easy.
Yeah, I think so too. So by the time I'm 50,
Great.
I could potentially be a teacher. That's scary.
No, it's not scary. It's fantastic.
Exciting.
It is
Okay,
exciting.
I have a question.
Okay.
When you were 10, maybe even 5 in school, and you were asked what you want to be when you're 50, did you imagine any of the things that you
Absolutely
could be doing?
not. Absolutely
Like in any realm?
the music stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
maybe
can see
not at
that.
5 years old, but maybe at 10.
Yeah, like in
Yeah.
your school age.
Yeah, yeah. But I would never, if you would have asked me 5 years ago,
Yeah.
would you be someone trained in local distal acupressure? I would be like, what is that?
The arts.
The arts, the healing arts.
The arts.
The healing, touchy arts. I'm proud of you. I think that's fantastic.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be in school if you know me.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me yesterday, I was on the phone with them, and they were like, so what are you doing with your degree that you just graduated with? And I was like,
Don't you shame me.
yeah, that's how I felt. Don't you dare shame me.
I'm doing this.
Look at me.
Look at me,
dare you.
motherfucker. Like, sorry, that was very strong. I got very protective.
Thank you. I
all of a
appreciate
sudden.
that.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm not using it yet. She goes, but she was great because she goes, well, I work in the music industry now and I have a nutrition degree, so it's okay, you know? And I was like, yeah, I just seek knowledge and then I figure out how to pay for it later. I don't have that much shame because I have seen in my life that I have gotten a green light for something and I don't always use it right away. And then I see how it comes together later.
That's cool.
And so I just trust that. And
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it. I had a blast.
That is so like sage-like of you.
I am a sage.
Like you just sat there and said, and I trust that, as if
I really do.
I know. I'm saying like that's
I know.
very impressive.
It is impressive.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I know. Well, it's taken a long time, but you know, it's like I saw an Instagram post that said like, stop doing the shit you don't want to do. Like, I mean, that's all we need, guys.
Yeah.
Like, start there. If you're like, I don't know how to grow, stop doing the things you don't want to do.
Yeah.
It's a good starting place. And then do all the things you want to do and find a way. There's always a way.
I mean, you
It's
are
true.
dropping the wisdom.
Well, I am just learning. I mean, I'm so passionate about podcasting now. And I'm just like, I have just anything that I want to become something that builds, whether it is for personal reasons or business reasons, you have to put the time into it.
Yes.
Like, you just simply do.
Yeah, you do.
And so I'm trying to put 10 hours in a week into the things that I love.
Nice. That's awesome.
And that's usually just like reading and learning and watching YouTube videos.
And for me, like, I need to do more with my hands.
Oh,
That's
I
why,
totally
like,
get that.
That's why I get excited about like offering my bodywork stuff. Like, come for the first time for free, and people are like, "Why would you do that?" And I'm like, "Because I just want to learn. I want to touch and feel and see. Ooh, the energy. I can feel a thing. I mean, yeah. Sorry,
Ooh.
it sounds
Touch and feeling. Ooh. Ooh, that feels nice. Did you like it too?
I had your voice ringing in my head in my last class because you were like, do you use your bodywork voice? And so as I was acting like as the practitioner, I was like, you might consider that gravity is because I could just hear you going like you might consider. And I was like, damn
You
it.
might consider.
I think you were right. I think I do have a voice.
It's
do.
okay. We all have like phone voices.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I can hear yours in my head right now. And I've done it before.
My phone voice?
This is Kat. It's exactly what you say.
Yeah, I say hello.
Well, you
this
and
is
I,
Kat.
you and I had to have a work phone call yesterday, and it was great, but it was so weird for me because I'm like, I know you in like
Is that
so
what
many
the weirdness
non-work-
was?
it had to have been.
I got off the phone and I looked at my phone and I said, "What fucking just happened?"
Who was I talking to? It was me. It was me.
It was me.
I was the weird one.
We were weird. We got shit done.
We did. It was fine, but it was weird.
It was strange.
It is strange to work with your friends.
Yeah.
We tried that.
We did.
And we're still doing it.
Yeah,
Still
but
friends,
At
still
least
friends.
now we're doing it for fun and not for work.
Well, I was going to say the way that has gone is anything that we do that is revenue generating, it absolutely gets annihilated.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that there's a really beautiful piece of wisdom in that.
Yeah, we should not do businesses together. It just I mean it was
okay, I guess-
profitable, but
Get my
But
feelings
this
hurt.
is something.
there's no. I almost said there's no feelings to get hurt. Kat. There are no feelings to get hurt.
Yes, they're
Wrap up your feelings and put them away. Bind them beneath your undercarriage.
My sister sent me a Instagram reel today.
Yeah.
And I read it and it said, them, where did your childhood anxiety start? And then it said me. And it played this clip from the Neverending Story where the princess was like, I just need a name. Just give me a name. And the kid reading the book is like, I don't want to give you a name because this isn't real. And then like Atreyu's like falling all over the floor and the nothing is like taking everything out of the whole entire universe. And it's like, if that's the movie that I think of from my childhood, which it is, no wonder I'm so anxious.
Yeah.
I'm anxious after hearing that.
Falcor!
I have to be honest here. I know that this is a movie that people really love.
You don't know this movie?
I do, but I don't like movies with animals that aren't real.
Animatronics.
Yeah, like I don't like fantasy anything. I know it's stupid.
I did not know this about you.
No, I think it's the way my brain is wired. Like
Okay.
I don't like cartoons. I like some animated things. I've grown like Inside Out and stuff like that. but anything fantasy, it's why I don't like Star Wars or any of that. So when I hear you talking about that, like I am panicked.
Oh,
I don't even.
sorry.
What is the context of her saying, "Why wouldn't you give me a name"? What's the context? Like I have no idea.
I would love, and I know Chris and Jen at least. I know you guys at least will do this. My sister, if she listens at some point, she will do it as well.
Jen DePaula is going to be
yes
upset with me, and like you need to watch this movie.
No, well, I mean maybe she will. What I need is for our listeners, just a few of you, to give your synopsis of what is the message of the Neverending Story.
Okay, that's great.
Like I would love to, and I will share mine.
Okay, great.
I will give you the context. I would like to hear from them first.
Yes, that's great.
That way I don't taint, because everybody in the world cares how I communicate, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't want to taint.
Okay, so if you have seen Neverending Story and you have someone like me in your life and you are trying to get them to watch it and explain the story, we want to hear your audio description of this. So just record it on your voice memo. You can call us.
I mean, even like send us a video.
Oh,
send me an email.
Video.
I'd love to read your email.
Email, video, audio, 1-866-KATMOO5. You can also email us hello@catandmoosepodcast.com. Well, so you have the Neverending Story, and then also in the 80s, you had Gremlins. I did like that more.
You did?
I don't know why.
Huh.
Recently, it was on like some channel over a weekend, and I turned it on because I was like, I bet this looks terrible now, like 40 years later. And it didn't look that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell it was...
The lighting's a little like... I think that same weekend, I think I flipped through and I was like, oh my gosh, Gremlins. And I was like, ooh, that was lit terribly.
Yeah.
But like the animation of the little creatures and stuff, like that wasn't bad at all.
What other... Oh, I'll tell you, this might have been like late 80s. I loved the movie Stand By Me.
That was a really
I've
good
never
movie.
seen that movie in its entirety because I always had to cover my eyes during apparently there's a dead body.
Yes.
Yeah. You just ruined
I wouldn't
it for
know.
everyone.
Spoiler
alert!
Oh! Jinx!
Poke, you owe me a Coke.
I know everyone listening and you guys I've been watching your faces turn blue. You've been holding your breath because of my teaser. My teaser from earlier.
Guys, don't skip forward. This is not an ad.
Yeah, and Nick Jonas.
Oh yeah, you and Nick.
Yeah, we're diabetes celebrities.
Wow, I almost spit that out.
I'm glad you didn't. So yeah, I went to get an MRI on my foot today because my foot is. I'm really having some challenges with this foot, and and I love it, and it's doing such a good job, and I'm so proud of it, and also I'm so sorry you hurt so much. And
Are they still wanting to amputate it?
yeah, pretty much. The last doctor's like, I mean, if that thing crumbles in there, you're gonna get your leg chopped off.
God, I mean, to say that to someone with diabetes, like that's like your biggest fear is limbs.
Well, not my biggest.
Well,
it's
but now
scary.
is it?
Yeah, I know, it's very scary.
God.
And what made it even worse is the MRI technician. She was very sweet. She was this older lady, and she goes, "Well, now they need to have told y'all that you can't wear that in here, and the front desk is going to need to hear about it." And I'm like, you go tell the front desk, like, that's fine, whatever. And she said, and you know what? And I said, what? And she goes, I knew 2 sisters that had diabetes and they're both blind now.
No, Kat.
Oh my God.
That is how people relate to me
Jeez,
as it pertains to diabetes. And I'm like,
And they're blind now.
and they're blind. I had friends.
Oh
They're
my.
blind now. I was like, I will refuse that spell that you just tried to put on me.
You should say both these legs aren't real.
Are you real?
I am too. These are transplants.
Be like, ma'am, I don't mean to offend you, but I'm also blind.
Shit. Why would that offend her?
At least throw
that's
off
the
her
point.
game.
That's
for a
the
minute.
I don't want to embarrass you. Maybe is the right thing. I don't want to embarrass you, but I'm also blind.
Yeah.
These two are fake. I just had them replace them with glass balls.
And that's why I can't get an MRI.
So you couldn't get an MRI because you were wearing your Dexcom.
yes, because I refuse to take it off.
And what
because
is a Dexcom?
It's a continuous glucose monitor.
Oh.
So it is telling my blood sugar all the time. Like it talks to my phone, it talks to my pump. Like I know what my blood sugar is at all times because of this thing.
Right. So when
And I
you're eating like donuts every morning, like you do, as someone with diabetes,
yeah.
I'm
like
joking.
donuts.
Like people, I know you don't. I'm just saying it fixes your sugar.
It does not fix my sugar.
It-
It monitors.
It monitors
It just
and
tells-
gives you glucose.
It doesn't do that either. It
Okay.
just monitors.
So it monitors.
If I say it louder, do you think you'll understand?
So that's why it's called a Dexcom monitor.
Continuous
got it.
glucose monitor.
Okay, now that you've said it slowly, I understand. Well, so when are you getting this MRI?
So now I have to get it 10 days from now because I'm not going to waste my monitor. It costs like $400 every time I have to replace one of these.
Yeah.
And so she was like, well, what they should have done is scheduled you when it's time for you to change it out. And I was like, well, that would have been nice to know if somebody had told me that.
Yeah.
So next Friday the 13th.
Oh, Friday the 13th? That's awesome. So then we find out if your leg comes off.
Yeah, pretty much.
And will that be because of COVID or?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've had it 63 times.
Yeah.
Got it.
Because I have diabetes.
Oh,
And
diabetes and COVID.
Yeah.
And fell off a forerunner and got ran over
Yeah.
by a Christian artist.
Shoot. Oh, okay.
how
Well,
it
we'll
goes.
cut that out.
God. Why?
We don't. We won't.
Oh, okay, great. I think that's complete for me.
I have I have a friend and colleague who, when she's done with her check-ins, she goes, I am now complete.
Oh, I like that.
It's really it's a like at first I was like, huh? And then I was like, that is so clear.
What if I start doing that when we hang out?
I am complete. I will leave and not have my feelings
Well,
hurt.
no, I'm not saying you, but just with anyone. Like you're sitting there, you're at a
I'm complete.
restaurant, you're having cocktails, you're done. They don't seem to be, but you fold up your napkin and you say, I'm complete.
I'm complete. I triple dog dare you and everybody listening
Do
to
it.
do that once this week.
I would love to gladly.
Yeah.
I'm weird enough that I can get away with it.
Yeah, you
Same.
are.
Yeah, me too.
Me
I think
too.
I could too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of weird, Kat, will you read this for me?
yes.
Great.
Just read the bottom section underneath the photo here, please.
The horngus of a dongfish is attached by a scrungle to a kind of dill sack, the nut sack. What in the world? Can I please try to read it now that I've read it once?
Wait a minute. Can I just give credit for the Instagram page called the Muff Report?
Yes.
Oh. That alone. You follow that, you're going to start getting some weird ads.
Okay, and the Muff Report on this ad, this photograph of what looks like maybe something from a Wikipedia. It says, I can't stop laughing at nearly every word in this sentence.
I think it's like
Please read it again for us,
from an
Kat.
encyclopedia.
Yeah.
The horngus of a dongfish is attached by a scrungle to...
There's no R there.
Oh, let me start over then,
Yeah.
Sarah. Thank you for pointing out my ways.
You're welcome.
The horngus of a dongfish is attached by a scungle to a kind of dill sack, the nut sack.
Wow. There were a couple comments I wanted to mention on that
Got it. We're going back in.
from readers of the Muff Report. Dill. Does anyone remember calling someone a dill weed or a dill hole?
No, it's called a dickweed. It's not a dill weed.
Wait, let's see what people responded to that. Go back to that. Sarah.
Okay, let's see what they say.
Let's see if people corrected them. I still do, especially to my kids. I still use the word dill hole.
What?
Wait, that's a thing?
My father uses those on the daily. Okay, this guy says Horngus and Dongfish were 2 of my college nicknames.
Wow. Thank you for bringing that to the podcast.
Thank you, Sarah. That was rich.
What a great way to end this episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
I am complete.
I am complete.
I am complete.
Okay, great. We can be done. We love you guys. Make sure you check us out on YouTube.
I am complete.
I'm complete.
I'm now complete.
Special thanks to our producer, Sarah Reed.
To find out more, go to catandmoosepodcast.com. Cat and Moose is a BP production.